Okay, and that's the big story. I'm going to go straight across to Ankit Tyagi. Ankit, this is a disappointing bit of news. The girl who actually triggered that fiery debate through her Facebook post withdrawing from the campaign. Why exactly has she done this?
Well, in the early morning tweet that Gurmehar has put forward, she has said that she has shown enough courage and she doesn't want it only to become about herself. And that's why she's withdrawing from this entire campaign. We also need to understand, in some way that it's a 20-year-old young student of first year in college of Delhi University speaking about all these things. And in the last 48 hours, possibly the kind of experience that she has had has been maybe more than what anybody would have expected of a young student, isn't it? There have been death threats, there have been rape threats, and the kind of reactions, the extreme reactions that we have seen, the kind of way it has been completely played up in the media, possibly that has had too much sort of an effect on her. That's why Gurmehar is not joining what she wanted to call her march against the rape threats. Well, she's now on her way to her hometown is what we have been told. Swati Maliwal, the DCW chief, is now joining us on the phone line. Let me quickly cut across to her. Swati, thank you so much for speaking to India today. Gurmehar had come and she had lost that complaint to her. Now the Delhi police has registered a case against those who have threatened her with rape and death. How do you first react to this? Because you were the one who in fact, forwarded this complaint to the Delhi police.
I had written to the police commissioner yesterday. I had also spoken to him, and he had assured me quick action. I'm very happy that the FIR has been registered, and so I'm being told that the girl is being provided police protection, while DCW actually the entire night yesterday was with her and we were trying to give her protection. What I really want now is that these boys, they need to be immediately arrested and they need to be put behind bars, because we need to give a very strong message that you just can't do what they did. The fact is that they have issued rape threats, they have issued murder threats to this girl. That needs to be stopped, and I think a strong message needs to be given that whoever ever even attempts to do something like this will be put behind bars.
Yes. Swati, what would you say to those who have been saying that the entire matter has been politicized? They also accuse you of politicizing the matter among other political parties. How do you react to such people?
I can't understand what do they mean by me politicizing. A girl has come and approached the commission. She was issued rape threats. And for heaven's sake, she's the daughter of a martyr of this country. What kind of nonsense are we propagating, and what is it that we are talking about? I'm so ashamed of all these leaders and of all the celebrities who are joining in, the people who are encouraging the people who are threatening this girl online. I can't understand this kind of a behavior. I'm happy that the Delhi police has taken cognizance and FIR has been issued. And I think this is what needs to be done for each and every girl who's been abused online. The fact is that this girl raised her voice, and it is so intimidating. Her voice has become so intimidating for all these leaders and all these people, and probably parties also, that they are trying everything to just silence her. It is very, very shameful, and I look at it, I strongly condemn this kind of a behavior.
All right, Swati, before I let you go, Gurmehar today is not attending the protest that she also wanted to be a part of. She tweeted early in the morning and said that she has shown enough courage and now she would just want to let it be and let others should come forward as far as this entire protest is concerned. Why do you think she backed off?
I'm deeply saddened by what has happened. At the end of the day, this girl is 20 years old. She's the daughter of a martyr. She spoke out her mind. And the kind of vicious attack that has happened after that, with all the leaders and all the political parties, certain political party leaders also joining in, and also some celebrities attacking her online, it is just so shameful. At the end of the day, she somewhere must have felt a lot of feelings, because of which probably she is not participating today in the protest. So it is, it's intimidation of the worst kind, and I very strongly condemn it.
All right, Swati, one last question before I go to Abhishek Verma of the ABVP. What would you say to those who have been saying that if Virender Sehwag or Randeep Hooda, they decide to say something on Twitter, how does that not become the freedom of expression that Gurmehar also enjoys? When she says something, that is freedom of expression. When these guys come about and they express their view, it becomes trolls.
I think at the end of the day, we have to say that we have to see what kind of humor it is. Whom are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? That becomes important. Their justification for everything seems to be just that they were just, it was something comic. Somehow I'm not finding it comic that there are these rape threats and murder threats that are being issued against this girl. They need to come out and support the girl against these threats. And at that moment when everybody is issuing these kind of threats, when she's being intimidated by so many people, at that moment, if you're supporting the intimidators in certain ways, I think I don't accept that. And that said, I very strongly feel that everybody has a right to view to express their views. But I don't agree with their views at all, and that too at the timing. You have to see at the end of the day.
Will you also be sending some sort of a notice or ask for explanation from Randeep Huda and Virender Sehwag, Swati?
We'll be looking into it, but I feel that the FIR has been registered, and I want those men to be arrested. That is what our focus is right now.
All right, thank you so much, Swati Maliwal, Chairperson of the DCW, Delhi Commission for Women, for speaking to us and expressing your views there. Let me now quickly go across to Abhishek. He is the president of the ABVP in Delhi University. How do you, first of all, take the kind of comments that you are receiving as far as the ABVP is concerned? You guys there are Twitter trends today talking about ABVP ki gundagardi and so forth. First of all, how do you react to such things?
First of all, the statement made by Ms. Gurmehar Kaur that I am not afraid of ABVP, I would like to say that this is seriously baseless, because we don't want anybody to be afraid of ABVP, because ABVP always promotes a conducive atmosphere in the university.
But on 21st, when Ramjas situation took place, it wasn't a conducive environment. We saw people beating people. There were a lot of members from ABVP as well. I'm not saying it was only you, but there were people from ABVP as well.
ABVP people were protesting over there. If the violence broke out, it was not ABVP people, it was from the AISA supporters. They broke out the violence, and nobody has any conclusive proof that it was ABVP people who were...
Well, everybody who has seen it, people who have experienced it, let's agree to one thing. There were violence from both sides. ABVP, AISA. But tell me one thing, why was the need for the ABVP to go there and protest at Ramjas? It was a college that had decided to call somebody. There were few students from the college or the literary society there. Those wanted to Umar Khalid to come there and speak. What was your problem with that? Let him come, speak whatever he wants to, and you could have also, like he was speaking, spoken against after he spoke. Why did you not counter his views with your views? Why was it full protest? We will not let them speak. Why were those things being done there at Ramjas that day?
I'm really happy that you are asking this question, because many of people are asking this question, and the answer to this question is that it was not ABVP who started the protest. It was ideologically neutral students of Ramjas College who started the protest along with the student union of Ramjas College. They know one thing very well, everybody in the university know one thing very well, that only ABVP takes stand whenever it comes about the tensions which are taking place in the university campus.
Okay.
Because in DUSU, we are having 3 elected office bearers, and then the Ramjas College Students Union, they approached DUSU office bearers. And
what would you say when people are putting out videos and they are saying that ABVP members or office bearers of DUSU, they are saying that if people from outside, be it JNU or anywhere else, if they come here, they won't be allowed? How can you stop anybody from coming here and expressing whatever they want to?
No. What we said was, like, if the local students of Ramjas College, they don't want to hear Umar Khalid, it's their right to freedom of expression speech. Yeah. Why don't you entertain that thing? ABVP was saying just one thing, that when students of Ramjas College, they don't want to entertain Umar Khalid. No, but we are with them.
ABVP, Ramjas, okay. I am saying, I take your point. I take your point that if Ramjas College students were opposing it, it is their right. They should oppose Umar Khalid or whosoever they want to. But is ABVP the enforcer there? How can you enforce it? Ramjas College students will take care of it. Why are you being the enforcer that we will not let this happen? We will not let people come in.
You need to understand that ABVP is not enforcer. ABVP is supporter of every common student, because they wanted ABVP to support them. We went there because they gave us support, and ABVP has been winning DUSU for last 4 years. Okay. It's a mandate of local students.
Can you assure the people, those who are watching this broadcast today, that when the left students or the people from JNU come here, there would not be any violence. At least you will not indulge in any sort of violence. Yesterday it was your Tiranga March. If they are taking out the march today, you let that be.
Yeah, we are completely happy with this thing. If they want to carry out a march, please go ahead. We had a Tiranga March yesterday, and it's not ABVP. It's not ABVP which promotes violence. Go and ask people who are residing in Kerala who's supposed to be violent.
Abhishek, you are also a responsible student because you are also the president of the ABVP here. This girl Gurmehar, she's been attacked viciously on social media. There have been rape threats, death threats to her. How do you react to such things? She's also a student. Should you also be standing for her rights as a student as well?
Yeah, exactly. We stand with Gurmehar Kaur. And yesterday night also, I was on some media channel, and I said the statement there, and I'm repeating the statement that we want police to take actions, and that to sumo to action. That who was the people who threatened her? Please go and catch them. And if anybody can prove any association of those students with ABVP, then choice will be yours.
Okay. Good thing to hear is that Abhishek, he is of course the president of the ABVP here in Delhi University, is saying that the ABVP will ensure, at least from their side, no untoward action takes place. There is no violence here. At least few lessons, it seems, have been learned from the last time, and this is exactly what we here at India Today has also been speaking. Students should be indulging in conversation, in debates, rather than trying to fight it out physically. My colleague Ilma Hassan is also joining me on the broadcast, and after that I will be going to Gaurav Sawant, who has also been a student of Delhi University himself. Let me come to you very quickly, Ilma. You have been here since morning. And you spoke to a few NSUI students as well. They are doing some sort of a one-day fast sort of a thing there in Delhi University. What's the kind of atmosphere? Is there the atmosphere of fear in the Delhi University today?
Well, it's very politically charged, North Campus in Delhi University right now, Ankit, if I may say so myself. You have the NSUI, which is right here. They're doing a symbolic hunger strike. But Ankit, when you speak to the students, it's them who are really worried. They said they've never seen an environment like this happen in DU. Most of them fear that a repeat of what happened in JNU last year will happen again. And another thing to be noted is, Ankit, the fact that a lot of these Delhi University students also have their internal exams going on. So when, on the day of the exam, when they enter North Campus and they see, just this heavy police deployment, barricades everywhere, police with riot gear, women constables also present, they all say they're a little scared. It's not exactly a conducive environment for debate, for dissent, or for even conversation, or to be able to take their exams. We've also now heard that the JNU students, the left-wing students, are on their way to protest outside Khalsa College. NSUI will be protesting here all day long, and JNU students, the left-wing parties, will also come outside arts faculty at about 2:30, where I am presently. So it's going to be very crowded. Most students are going to be attending their classes at that time. They'll also be facing a lot of inconveniences, and we can expect this to continue for the next few days as well, Ankit. Now we've also heard that the ABVP is planning another huge march on the 2nd of March as well, apart from the Tiranga March that they started yesterday. So clearly the students are not affiliated to any political parties, say that they just wish that, the violence did not happen, and the fact that now that Delhi University, their campus, their colleges have become so politically charged, that wouldn't happen as unfortunately as it did.
Yes. It's a very important point that you're making, Ilma. I'll get Gaurav quickly to react to what you've been saying. And also, Gaurav, as a student, I've also studied in Delhi University. You have been a student of St. Stephen's College. Ilma was saying that there are a lot of students also not affiliated to any group. They feel that they are unnecessary, their education is being harmed, these continuous protests, these marches, they're hampering their classes. As a former student of Delhi University, when you see the atmosphere today, how different it is from when you were a student and what you see right now?
So there's been a sea change. When we were students at Delhi University, Mandal agitation was at its peak, the second phase of Mandal. So while there were protests, our college, of course, was far detached. St. Stephen's College is an island on its own in itself. But these roads, just look all around you. At this point of time, there are massive traffic jams here. Students, they want to study, but they're unable to study because there are protests that are going to happen. That big question that Ilma raised, and that a large number of students I spoke to earlier this morning, they raised was, who are these protesters? where are they coming from? Are they Delhi University students or are they outsiders? And if outsiders are coming in, are they vitiating the environment of Delhi University? That is a question that needs to be answered.
Absolutely. Important questions also for the welfare of the students, those who are not affiliated to any political party. Let me just very also quickly show you. We are standing right outside the Khalsa College here at Delhi University. And I'll tell you the kind of precautions that they are taking here. Every student going in, his I-card is being checked. There are the senior members of the administration of the faculty, those who are right at the gate, because they fear that, when a lot of people gather here, things may of course, get out of hand. So they are making sure, they are ensuring that at least the campus, their college situation does not go out of hand. Classes remain as normal as they can be. I have Abhishek still with me. Abhishek, very quickly tell me, I've been told that there is another march that you are planning on 2nd of March. What is that march and why are you planning that march now? Isn't that you getting into the politics of their march against our march sort of a situation?
No. This won't be a politics game. Actually, that march is being led by ABVP. That will be led by ABVP. But it's a request from common students and from different organizations, like some South Indian students. They approached us and they are asking us to get consolidated against those forces which are divisive. And they want one thing to say, that the very sole motto of that march would be that we should keep in our mind the fundamental duty, Article 51AC, which reminds us that it is a duty of every citizen of India to uphold the unity and sovereignty of India.
All right. So as I said, the patriot wars are back again. The debate of national versus anti-national, and who gives right to anybody to declare anybody anti-national or national is something that is being debated here in Delhi University as well. Now, whether it should remain a debate, that is exactly what we have been saying. Students should keep debating, keep arguing without using any violence as far as the universities are concerned. Well, very quickly, let me now take you through the kind of reactions we are getting for and against the kind of tweets or the campaign that Gurmehar Kaur had started on social media.
बात तो ऐसी है कि जाति के आधार पर, संप्रदाय के आधार पर हम कोई राजनीति नहीं करना चाहते। हमने जो भी योजनाएं नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में बनाई, वो सब समाज के लिए बनाई है, सब जात, पंथ, धर्म, भाषा बोलने वाले के बनाई है। हम समाज को लड़ाना भी नहीं चाहते। हम जरूर है कि हम आतंकवादियों के जरूर खिलाफ है, हम मुसलमानों के खिलाफ नहीं है, दलितों के खिलाफ नहीं है।
All right, we are slipping into a very short break at this moment. As you come back, you'll see this continuing rolling coverage from the Delhi University, which has now become sort of a battleground for various student bodies affiliated to various political parties. We'll get you our live and exclusive coverage from all angles, from where it starts, where it ends here in Delhi University.